What's up? This is a quick guide to get around 2,000 points with the Sigil of Nature in Deadman mode. You can do this in any combat bracket with basically any account build. I saw a version of this floating around on Reddit today. I did this about 2 days ago, and I don't think people quite understand how good this method is, so this is a full breakdown of all the points you can get. The short version is that 99 farming will earn you profit in terms of points, and you can get it in a couple of minutes by just spamming trees. But you can also turn this into a profitable method by doing farming contracts to get tree seeds and fruit tree seeds, which are worth a lot on the GE right now. When I did this method, I profited about 1,500 points, and I also made around 2 million GP just selling back the seeds that I got from seed packs. This spreadsheet that I made goes over which points you can get. Just by getting 99 farming, you're going to get 780 points from 50, which this guide assumes you have if you've done Garden of Death. If you want to know how to get 50, like a lot of people did, you can just compost a bunch of patches and then Garden of Death at level 20. There's also a guide that goes over how to do this in the first combat bracket, but you don't have to follow this. You can also just get the sigil at level 1 and then just plant allotments or hops until you get 20 and then do the quest, or just do the sigil all the way to 50. You'll get a bunch of points from 99 farming, and then you're guaranteed to get Hespori seed along the way. I got 45 Hespori seeds with this method, so it's extremely likely you get it. The first KC is worth 125 points, which is a ton of points, and Hespori also grows instantly with this relic. You'll also get a collection log from the Hespori seed itself and a collection log from the first drop, because you're guaranteed to get a collection log from the anima seed or the bucket. But it turns out that if you have the Sigil of Remote Storage, the one that notes all your drops, you won't get the clog for some reason, even though the seeds aren't notable. So that's just spaghetti code. But don't have this on when you're killing the boss. It's a couple free points. And there's a bunch of assorted combat achievements and KC milestones, so there's plenty of extra points to pick up. And once you get 99 farming, you're going to unlock a ton of tasks that you can do for extra points. Of the ones that are like easy and viable to do, I would say there's like 900 points worth of tasks here. You can get this all done probably in around 2 to 3 hours. If you want to ignore profit, don't do farming contracts and just spam fruit trees or calquat trees or whatever from 50 to 99, and just don't do it in the farming guild, and you can still do all of these diary tasks and you'll still get the majority of the points from leveling, but you're going to lose probably around 1 mil. I would say I spent around 1 mil on seeds when I went to 99 for this method, and then I sold back all my seed drops for over 3 mil. So this is a good moneymaker if you're really poor, you don't know what to do. If you're poor and you can't afford the tree seeds, you can just do lower tier contracts to start out. The easy contracts will get you some tree seeds that you can flip for profit, or just use it to advance your own farming level. You can also do this method as just a moneymaker straight up, because hard packs are pretty decent money from the tree seeds you get. You'll want to spam either tier 5 or tier 4 contracts, and so the cheapest of these are either going to be maple trees, or you can alternate white berries and poison ivy berries. These are nice because you don't have to sit through harvesting the whole patch. You can just use a spade on the berry patch and instantly clear it without picking any berries. So these are dirt cheap, whereas maple trees are, I think, around 5k each. Maples are tier 5, which is a bit better than the berries that are tier 4, but you'll spend quite a bit more money doing maples. A couple important things with this method. Farming guild is not safe, so you can get PK'd here. Just don't risk too much at a time. I was doing runs of like 6 to 8 saplings at a time. Frankly, the juicier targets in the farming guild are the people that are geared up trying to kill a Spori, and so if you're naked running seeds, you're pretty unlikely to get attacked. The only way I can see this going wrong is if the farming guild starts getting locked down by clans or whatever in higher brackets. So if you want to do this with your protection, it's not a bad candidate. Or if it gets to that point, you can just go ahead and spam fruit trees in the Gnome Stronghold, which is safe, and ignore the farming guild entirely, and then just farm your points. In addition to the points, the farming cape is really good. It's untradeable, so if you die, you can claim it from your gravestone. It teleports you really close to a bank, and then the upside of doing contracts is you'll probably get a couple spirit seeds on the way to 99, so you can plant one in the farming guild. That gets you infinite GE access, and the farming cape, you can also leave the guild and run to the fairy ring, which is a pretty decent run. It's not quite as good as the Artie cape, but if you don't have the Artie cape, then it's not bad. If you have extra spirit tree seeds, you can also plant them in Port Sarum and in Brimhaven, which will save you a little bit of time. For price checking, make sure you use the price checking website. I'll link this in the description, but a lot of people somehow don't know about this for Deadman, so it's really good for checking prices on seeds. You can decide to buy seeds or saplings depending on the margin. Shown here is my loot from this method, from the seed packs alone. So off the top of my head, dragonfruit tree seeds are like 25k, palm trees are like 10, 15k currently. Yew seeds are around the same. Celestra seeds are like 100k each. Maple trees are like, what are they? Like up to 10k each. You get a pretty solid amount of profit from this. This is one reason why I think the method will pretty much always work, because if the seeds become cheaper, you can still do the method just as easily, if not easier. And if the seeds become more expensive, you'll just profit more from the seed packs. Leave a like if you liked the video. Good luck in Deadman.